Am I
Thank
casual enough? Dress casual?
I wasn't sure if this was the casual vibe we were going for. I did bring some dorm sweaters in case
Yeah.
we wanted to go more casual.
No, I think you look good.
Okay.
Rep it.
All right, thank you.
Do it.
Hi, I'm Marlyn Batista, and I serve as the Rector of Cavanaugh Hall, which has been my home for the past 5 years.
And I'm Zack Imfeld. I've worked at Notre Dame for almost a decade. First as the Rector of Morrissey Manor for 7 years, and now as one of the Directors of Residential Life. This week, Marlyn and I are excited to talk to you about friendship, which we hope will be a significant part of your time here at Notre Dame.
Aristotle notes that friendship is a necessity for us all. Human beings were not created to live alone, and even the most introverted among us need friends. Before we continue, it's important to share that friendship is not always easy, especially when you've just moved to a new and potentially unfamiliar place. During my time as a rector, one of the biggest obstacles I've seen first-year students struggle with is comparison. By the time you've seen this video, you've probably started wondering why everyone around you seems to have their life together and found their perfect group of friends. Meanwhile, you're still trying to figure out the difference between flex points and dormer dollars. But as someone who meets with students daily, I can assure you that you are not alone. I think that most first-year students feel like everyone except for them is in the inner ring that Lewis talks about. And unfortunately, the desire to be part of this inner ring can sometimes lead students to make decisions that do not reflect the person they want to be. And so today we want to invite you to consider what might happen if you allowed your desire to belong, which we all have, to motivate you to create belonging for others. What would happen if your focus shifted from trying to fit in to becoming the friend that you hope to find in others?
When I was in high school, I did just about everything. I was student body president and executive producer of our TV station. I led retreats, performed in musicals, played sports, served in my parish, and spent time with family and friends. I was around people all the time and was generally liked, but I didn't have a crew. I didn't have close friends. So when I went to college, I decided that I was going to do something different. I was going to initiate and try to meet people. In my university's equivalent of your Moreau first-year seminar, I invited all 15 people to come to my dorm to play games. And guess what? All 15 came. That was when my first lesson on friendship really crystallized. Friendship takes initiative. You need to be willing to initiate and ask people to spend time with you. It's the only way to be a friend.
The best initiator of friendships that I can think of is Jesus. If you are on South Quad and look towards O'Shaughnessy Hall, you'll see a sculpture that depicts Jesus conversing with a woman at a well. This encounter, which you can read in John 4, illustrates the intentional way that Jesus initiates and pursues friendship. The text seems to suggest that Jesus created the opportunity for this meeting. He let all the disciples go into town to buy food, and then he just sat by the well. Now, have you ever gone to the dining hall at an odd hour, either because you don't want to wait in line for food, you're in a rush, or you're not trying to run into anyone? That's kind of what this woman did. She went to the well at the hottest hour of the day, most likely anticipating that no one would be there. And when she shows up, surprise, there's Jesus. And not only is he there, but this person who she would have initially regarded as being someone in the inner ring decides to engage in conversation with her, a woman who was an outsider on multiple fronts. And through questions and conversations, Jesus allows this woman to share who she is and what she's done. And he also shares his true identity with her. He tells her that he is the Messiah. And so this disenfranchised woman is one of the very first people that Jesus shares his identity and mission with. And their emerging friendship changed the environment that they were in for the better. And after the woman goes and tells the people of her town about her encounter with Jesus, they come to believe in him as well. And so similarly, the friendships that you initiate and invest in during your time as an undergrad could make for a better Notre Dame and a better world. But practically speaking, what does it look like to initiate?
Initiating can look a variety of ways. It could be asking the person you always sit next to in class to grab lunch and to get to know each other. It might be suggesting something fun to do in a group text, or sitting down in one of our lounges to chat with people who come through. Have courage and take a chance, because friendship takes initiative. Our second lesson is local friendship matters.
I wish the need to be open to creating new friendships, even while focusing on academic achievement, had been more present in my undergraduate experience. I went to a large private university about an hour away from where my family lived. And so rather than trying to create community with those around me at school, I focused primarily on getting my schoolwork done and maintaining friendships I had in my hometown. And looking back on that now, I realize how much my inattention to forming new friendships with those on campus actually impoverished my undergraduate experience. Had I been willing to put myself out there more and share my life with those around me, I think my time in undergrad would have been more meaningful and life-giving. But time has helped me learn that it matters to cultivate proximate friendships with the people you have been giving at this moment of your life. A text here or there or an Instagram like isn't an adequate substitute for true human connection.
I would like to share with you a story about how putting myself out there has made my life more meaningful and life-giving in the way that Marlyn suggested. During my first year as rector, I realized that while it was great when my friends from school came back to campus and we relived many great memories together, I needed to have friends in South Bend. I spent way too many nights playing video games in my room, alone, even though, as Aristotle notes, humans are designed for relationships. So I talked with fellow rectors of Knott, Stanford, and Keenan, and asked if we wanted to hang out on Tuesday nights after Hall Council ended. And 7 years later, we've met most Tuesdays together. Since that first night, we found 5 new jobs, 3 spouses, 3 houses, 3 kids, and 2 more on the way, and countless memories of talking through life together. We have best friends from other parts of life, but we know it's essential to spend time together because local friendship matters. At ND, students are randomly assigned to their residence halls. This gives you the chance to meet people from around the world and to build local relationships. Sometimes you need to go down the hall or up a floor to find people, so take some time and make the effort.
As we wrap up, remember that friendship requires ongoing effort, understanding, and commitment. It is truly the work of a lifetime, and you will go through good times and bad times.
As you go on your journey at Notre Dame, remember the importance of initiating friendships and spending time with the people on campus. In these ways, you can be a friend to others, creating the space for them to be their true selves with both the good and the bad in life.